Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bingle Gels on Blitz, and today we'll be talking about the VZ55 Xeno. Let's just start off with saying how great these camos are. If you disagree, that is fine, but I absolutely love these camos. I think they are amazing. So we have the Tier 6, which reminds me of the Tier 6 VK. I forgot the name at the moment. Don't judge me. And then we have the Tier 7. It just gets better as we go. This tank pretty much performs like the Skoda I want to say T45. Let's go here. Why? Never mind. There it is. Like the Skoda T45. Pretty much performs like it. It looks a lot like it as well. They're pretty much the same tank. Anyways, let's go back. So we have Tier 7, Tier 8. This thing performs like the Lova, the Tier 8 gold tank. The gun is pretty much the same. The armor, this whole tech tree has decent armor, but I would not say they have phenomenal armor. But as you can see, the camo just gets better and better. Okay, so Tier 9. I'd say it performs a lot like the Type 68. It performs a lot like the Type 68. I would prefer the Type 68 over that tank. Something that I noticed about all of these tanks is they don't really have gun depression, but the Tier 6, 7, 8, and 10 have a little bit more love than this tank in gun depression. They say it's the same gun depression, but once you use it, it's just like certain, like with the Tier X, you can like angle to the side and you get a little bit more gun depression out of it. This tank, no, not as much. I mean, it's got good armor. The damage per minute is decent, but yeah. Okay, so now the tank that we're trying to focus on here, the Tier X, something that I am in love with. I love this tank. I have got a lot of crappy deals lately, and what I mean by that is I'm doing like 4 to 5k damage per round. Not in this tank, in other tanks today, but managing to still get a loss. But right now, it is going to be really hard for you to get, like, aces with this tank currently because a lot of people are trying to get this tank. Now, if you got it, like, the first day and the first little bit that was out, you probably would have aced it super easy, seeing that nobody had the tank yet. But now a lot of people have the tank and are trying to showcase it and all that kind of stuff, so there's not as... It's going to be a little bit harder to ace this tank. I've seen this tank in battle a lot. So, yeah. Let's get into this. Combat stabilization. Something that I don't think any other tank has. No, I mean, don't think. No other tank has. So, you can... Your stabilizer, whatever, works up to like 15 kilometers per hour. That's a pretty cool mechanism. I like it. Hit points, 2,400, which is decent for a Tier 10, but it's a heavy tank, so yeah, it's pretty well decent. It reminds me of like the IS4 HP. Damage 470, which is really good actually. It reminds me of the Tier 8 that looks just like this tank. Rate of fire 5.1, which is okay, not great. Penetration 259, which is decent. Armor 210, decent as well. Speed 28, which is not bad for a heavy whatsoever. I'm not complaining. Rotation 35.93. Alright, let's show you the armor of this tank. So this is the front with AP bullets. As you can see, the bottom has pretty much no armor. There's the whole lower plate is pretty exposed, and the cupola on top is pretty easy as well. This is the side. You're not really going to be bouncing the side too much. I'm using the same Tier 8 to showcase this as in damage. This is APCR. Yeah, there's not a crazy amount of damage, but yeah, you still will get bounces, but not as much as you want. So I am playing in a raiding battle, which I hardly ever play because I just don't play raiding battles. I just don't. Don't ask me why. I just don't really care for them. I can't tell you how much I love this camo. Just look at that. It is so beautiful. So we're gonna get into bullying this IS-7 right from the start. I'm going to rush him, hoping my AMX 50B will help me out. This was not a special game. This is just a normal game. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's nothing special about this game. I'm supposed to get that shot in. It's got, as I said, up to 15 kilometers per hour. It's got pretty good accuracy with that stabilizer. So yeah, I don't miss too much with this tank. It's pretty accurate, actually. I'm just gonna bully this IS-7. So in a minute, we're gonna do what Meezy69 hates that I do. We're going to shoot an AFK. And I know Meezy doesn't like that, but I do that because you never know when that person's gonna wake up, and when they wake up, it could be hell on earth for you in that game. So I'm going to finish off this E100, which is a tank you don't want to mess with in battle. I wouldn't say it's a hard tank to defeat, but it's a pretty decent tank, and it's going to take some of your health, and you're going to regret not taking him out in the beginning. So we're just going to demolish this tank. I really wanted to Amarak this tank. I was so disappointed when I did not Amarak. I'm aiming for the Amarak here. I don't hit it the first time, so I go back a little bit. I'm like, hey, stupid, it's right over here. So I hit the Amarak, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna get it. Again, somehow that Sherdian hit me from all over there. Again, full armor. I hit the Amarak, and I'm like, yes, I'm finally gonna Amarak a tank in battle, which I haven't done in a pretty good while. Meaning yesterday. But yeah, don't for the Amarak. So yeah, anyways. So you notice how we're going 17 kilometers, 18 kilometers an hour, and the bar only turns green unless you're under 15 or at 15 kilometers per hour. That is just the new mechanism they came out with. It's pretty cool, but yeah, it's overkill, to be honest. It's not super special, but it is pretty good. So I'm just gonna use my health here to just bully these tanks here. I see the object 907 to my right. I'm just gonna ignore him, go for the Sherdian, and then I'm gonna change my mind because the Sherdian just goes around the corner. I'm just like, yeah, for the next. So yeah, and again, I'm gonna show you right now. There is no gun depression on this thing. I went around the hill. That was my fault. But altogether, all these tanks have no gun depression. So unless you angle to the side a little bit, you won't be able to really use your gun depression material. Get a little ram damage in here. Nothing was special about this game. Nothing was. I don't know what that object 907 was doing. But yeah, this game was literally handed to me. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't hit me there, wait a little bit. Nothing special about this game. Just to show you a little bit of how it works. Most mediums will not pin you from the front. All heavies will probably pin you from the fronts. That IS-7 I got a lucky bounce from. It is not that hard to pin this tank. It's not. But the damage per minute is really good. The alpha is good for the loading time that it gives you. Like, I like this tank. You don't have to like this tank. I suggest grinding this tech tree branch 100%. I love it. I love the whole tech tree. The only problem I have is with the 9. But yeah, this is the tank for you. I'm Bingle Jazz on Blitz, and I'll see you again on the channel.